Hello everybody, it's Riffraff Hornhelm here again, and I have another review for you. And we have a guest today too. We have Dammit Hornhelm, one of our close colleagues and brethren from within the HornhelmClan is going to be joining me today during our review. And I say not me today, he's actually going to be with our interviewer, the immortal and well-beloved Red Hornhelm. So, without any further ado, we're going to turn you over to this wonderful review for yet another character in D&D 5e, and this particular one is a cleric by the name of Dwarven Truthseeker. Enjoy the interview, and we'll see you afterward. Hello everybody, it's Red Hornhelm, and I'm back once again with another review, and today I have a guest with me to assist in this review, and that is none other than Dammit Hornhelm, one of our fine Hornhelm brethren, and he's joining us today for our review. So, without further ado, we're going to get in today's review. Today's review is about a character named Dwarven Truthseeker. Now, you can already kind of guess by the name where this is going, but he's half-elf, so he's not full elf. So that, yeah, but we'll have to make do with that. So, but he is a cleric in 5e D&D, and he represents the god Tyr, and he is a 7th level, and he's, he's more willing to bend one way or the other, but he's very strong in his beliefs, which includes all of his fine adventuring and seeking justice and being very focused on the things he does. Of course, Dwarven here has had a few issues, and we're going to get into that part here in just a moment. So let's talk a bit about Dwarven here. He runs around wearing a coat of plates, and he carries around a staff and a mace, and the typical things you would expect to see from a cleric. Now, he also has robes over all of this, and he does have one unique feature, and I don't know if we really have that available in the picture, but he wears a helmet that has 6 stalks on it with eyes on the end. Now, I don't really know what they do, because Pete, who is the person who sent us this, he's from the greater Chicagoland area in the United States, and Pete did not tell us. So I'm really not sure what these stalks do. I'm going to make up things. Some of them are going to shoot flowers and unicorns, and some of them might shoot some electric stuff. Yeah, I mean, he's half-elf. So, in any case, let's talk a minute about his epic success. So, Pete wrote to us and said that his character and his party had a big, problem. Problems, probably the best way to put it. And they fell into a bottomless pit. Now, half-elven, yeah, that would make me laugh too, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't say who the rest of the party is. The only people I would really feel sorry for, though, are the dwarves. And they're all screaming and falling and screaming and falling and falling and screaming. And he reached out to Tyr. Now, this group was obviously out on an adventure. They had a very set objective. And when he reached out to Tyr, this is when he had his epic success, and he managed to reach his god. And as we know, the roles for making a god call are not easy. So he got a hold of Tyr, and Tyr saved him and the party so that they were able to continue on and have a great, successful adventure. Now that's pretty epic. Now, Dammit, give us some insight here. What do you think about this?
Absolutely respectable. Being able to call out to your god and be close enough with them to be saved, that's very virtuous.
That is indeed very virtuous. And he's not even a dwarf.
Yeah.
So how bad can it be?
Must have been the human side.
Oh, you're right. It must have been the human side, because the elf side is just nothing but trouble. We know that. Well, at least he wasn't a half orc, though. That'd be even worse. So, well. So, epic success. After hearing what he did on that, I mean, saving everybody from a bottomless pit, that's very, very cool. We talked about it with our Hornhelm colleagues and came back and said that, well, for an epic success, we think that this ranks in the 7 range. Now, how do you feel about that score? Does that sound fair to you, damn it, or?
Sounds very respectable. Mostly not a dwarf, but what can you do?
Well, 7 is pretty high up there for somebody who's partly elvish, right?
Exactly.
So, okay, so that's got to come across pretty fair. So we're going to say a 7 on the epic success. So, what else has he done? Well, we know that one of the things that we talk about on this show are the epic failures, and he has one as well. So, in talking about his epic failure, what does he do? Well, he goes to a bar with his fellow adventurers, gets off by himself for a while, has way too much to drink. Doesn't surprise me any at all. Those elves, I tell you, they have no stomach. Exactly, no stomach for it. The result was that he drew his god's attention by not only getting drunk, but then molesting one of the barmaids.
Oh.
Tyr was mighty pissed off, let me tell you. And he came back and said, this is what we're going to do to you. Turned him into a girl. Not just any girl. A gorgeous, voluptuous sex kitten. And if any man approaches her and wants to do the tango, she has to say yes. Now, that's an epic failure. He didn't say how permanent this change was. I'm guessing that even Tyr probably didn't make it permanent. But for whatever period of time, I'm sure that must have been difficult to swallow. Ha 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 ha. So, damn it, what do you think of this? I mean, as an epic fail, this is a very repugnant one, I'll be very honest. And in the sense that it is an epic failure, I don't really know that we should reward this too much by giving it too high of a score. So, what are your thoughts?
Oh, well, you had a virtuous act undone by being a lecherous oaf.
Fair. That's
2?
a hard one. Wow,
3?
You're even worse than me.
Yeah.
I was thinking maybe a 5.
5?
It's awfully generous, I know that. And
He is
if
part
you
human.
twist my arm, I could probably go lower, but...
It's the human half.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. That's fair. We'll go ahead and say 5 in this particular case, and we will then move on, because I really don't want to dwell on that one too much. That just gives me the creepy crawlies. As a dwarf, I'm sorry, that's... So, we have a 7 for his epic success. We have a 5 for his epic failure. And our overall impression of this particular cleric, this half-elven cleric, in terms of what we thought with him overall. Well, it's really hard on this one because his virtuous act, as you said earlier, is quite good. Can't really argue that. And his fail act is like creepy old man fail stuff. And I just can't believe this. That's just amazing to me. So we want to make sure that we are fair in how we assess him on the overall. So based on this dichotomy, I have to say from my view, my personal view is that the overall, 5 or 6. I don't know, how do you feel about that?
Well, that would be the average, would be 6.
Well,
6
yeah,
overall?
yeah, okay.
Eh,
So we have a 5 and a 6 and a 7.
yeah.
Wow. Okay. So if it wasn't for your rather repugnant fail, you probably would have scored higher with us, and we're very sorry about that, Tarvin. Of course, you are half elven, so we're only half sorry. Uh, but we will say that, then with your particular one, you had a grand total of 18. That's not bad. It's not horrible. It's not coming in under 10 or something like that. But we've obviously seen a lot better. Now, here's the most important thing. Somebody like this Tarvin Truth Seeker, what if he was in our party? Would we want him in our party? What do you think? I like that comment. Not if we're going drinking. He's obviously not the person to have around. Well, unless it's like some of the humans in the party are horny or something. But I'm a dwarf. I don't really care. So it's they don't have a beard.
Yeah.
So big
It's
deal.
unimportant.
Exactly. So I think that's very fair. Tarvin, we wish you a lot of luck in the future. Pete, thank you for submitting them. And 18 could have been a hell of a lot worse. So we hope you enjoyed today's review. Damn it, you want to say goodbye to our friends here?
Uh.
Well,
Bye?
okay, I don't know. You used up all your time already, so.
Oh.
Okay, now come on. Say goodbye. Don't freeze up now. I know it's the bright lights in the city and all that kind of stuff, but you can say something. Go for it.
Well. Never stand in front of the elves. Never ever.
Well, yeah, I would agree with that. Never stand in
Yeah.
front of an elf. It's a bad idea. Standing behind them is not real great either.
No.
When they eat all those fruits and nuts, you cannot believe the gas that they pass. Oh my lord, it is unbelievable.
It's worse than breaking into sulfur veins.
Absolutely. So, we're going to turn you back over to Riff Raff to close out today's episode. And we thank you so much for coming. Remember that dwarves rock, and I'm Red Hornhelm. You're not. Say goodbye, damn it.
Bye!
So I hope you enjoyed today's review and thought that Tarvin Truthseeker was interesting. I mean, he's a cleric and he's a half-elf, so that always brings its own complications, especially the E word. But we're dwarves. We try to be fair. And I think that was a pretty interesting character. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, give us a like, hit the subscribe button, and join us for another review real soon. Take care, everyone, and remember, dwarves rock.